trying to find a audit.
Yeah, skip it. We'll just drive slow. We'll just punch out. Get near the house.
Milk.
At the next stop sign, turn right. At the stop sign, turn right onto Schoolcraft Street. In half a mile, turn right onto Southfield Freeway Frontage Road. At the next light, turn right.
Fucking horn right now.
At the light, turn right onto Southfield Freeway Frontage Road.
Dude.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Grand River Avenue.
Well, let's just get on the freeway.
Yeah, let's get on the freeway. So let's.
Leave that where it is.
Yeah, so let's just get on the freeway.
Get off on the brake.
At the next light, turn left. At the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn onto Grand River Avenue. 1.7 miles. Turn right onto Inkster Road.
Get it to you. MoranExpress.com for Moran Buick GMC, where you get the best price, period. Go see John O'Reilly Kujic on Telegraph, just north of Eureka and Taylor, or upgrade that ride for spring, quick and easy. MoranExpress.com for Moran Buick GMC. Experience the new Buick.
How dare you? How dare you?
BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. You've heard of them. They're unleashing the spirit of Las Vegas with BetMGM rewards. Every time you make a wager at BetMGM, you earn BetMGM rewards points. And what you do with them, you redeem them for online bonus credits like free bets. If you're planning a trip to Vegas, you can convert those points into rewards points that you can use towards dining, shows, hotel rooms, all at over 20 MGM resorts located on the Strip and nationwide. BetMGM Rewards, it's sports betting's premier loyalty program. If you're going to bet, you might as well get some bonuses out of it. Features exclusive offers, incredible experiences, and valuable perks. When you wager on the BetMGM app, that's how you get involved. Sign up today with BetMGM or log on and get an even bigger piece of the action with BetMGM Rewards. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 and up, Michigan only. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
How's your mental health? I'm listening with Charlie Puth.
I just surround myself with my family. And if you don't really have a big family, just surround yourself with some of your closest friends. And it's pretty amazing how other people can lift one up just from their energy alone. Mental health in general is not to be looked down upon. It's a very serious thing, and it's important that your mind is healthy just as much as your body physically is healthy.
More at imlistening.org. Talk saves lives.
Looking to sell your house? Call Jeff Glover, the official realtor of the Detroit Tigers. Call 855-JEFF-SELLS or visit housesoldname.com.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Michael Curro of National Benefit Plans. Call 877-734-2200.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he's doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Odyssey is your new home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today. Powered by Golling Auto Group. Experience the Golling difference at golling.com. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by Mark Z Sports Desk.
I have a moment, I think I've shared it before. It was not embarrassing at the time, but what ensued was my junk. My junk.
And it was huge.
My junk. My 2-inch junk.
I think it's 2 inches too long.
My junk. Well, hey, size matters. My junk. My 2-inch junk. Touch it. My junk.
2 dongs.
My junk. My 2-inch junk.
Amazing. I'm talking to Kenny, asking him if he's ready to work. I use some colorful language. No, I didn't know. I mean, me and Kenny were trying to spec out our segment here. It's very exciting. This is a Kenny hockey topic, but it's about sports. It is. Did you hear about the Florida Panthers?
I did, but I want you to tell the people.
This is primarily Kenny, and it's really, look. They lost the game to go down 3-0. I'm not telling you they were going to beat the Lightning. They're not. They're clearly not as good as the Lightning. The Lightning basically are going to win every Stanley Cup now forever. That's our penance. But after the game, and the reports vary, but several, as many as 5 Florida Panthers decided that was a good time to go James Harden and go to the club, the adult club. And it has set off a bit of a firestorm because the team came out in Game 4, and mind you, they didn't have a day off the next day. The NHL scheduled a weird back-to-back. So Game 3 and 4 were back-to-back. They stayed out till the early hours with a game the next day with their season on the line. So my question is, the old school fan in me goes, this is outrageous, what a disgrace, they don't care about the commitment to the team, etc. Then reality kicks in. You're down 3-0, you're not coming back in the series, you're not good enough, and only as many as 5 guys, not 15, 20 in the coaching staff, only 5 guys did it. Right. So was this like 5 major players or 5? Well, this is where I want to bring Kenny.
I've seen the reports, but I haven't seen any specific names mentioned. But Florida's riddled with talent. Even though they're down in Tampa, they're a talented squad. So when I saw this, I couldn't believe what I was reading. In the playoffs, Game 4, you're about to be swept. At least, pretend like you're trying. They acted like clowns. 3 in the morning in the playoffs. This is the second round.
But my question is, did it actually impact anything?
Probably not. At the end of the day, you're probably right, where this is just, they were going to get swept or losing 5, worst case scenario.
Let's go have some fun. No, so it's old school, new school. Is it something or is it nothing?
It's reprehensible.
Okay, so you're saying straight away, hey, I got a major problem.
Yes, 100%. Even if you know that you're mentally beat, you're going to get swept, you're going to lose in 5, at least pretend like you're going to try. At least don't go out and make it.
See, Kenny, I disagree. Like, if you were down 2-1 and you still got a puncher's chance, you're down 3-0 to probably the team that's going to win the cup. You know what? Let's just go have some fun tonight. Let's go have some fun. What does it matter what we do tomorrow? Because we're not going to beat this game anyway.
Let's localize this, though. Because Lord knows that's all this provincial town cares about. If it's one of our local teams, what's your reaction to it? Oh, it's different at that point. Cut them off. Release it. But no, you have to use the local angle to truly answer.
It would be, if it's your sport, if it's your team, you would be so angry. Because as fans, we want the players to have the same amount of passion that you want.
But down 3-0, I know me. Like, if this was the Pistons, and they're down 3-0. I would say it's embarrassing to do it, but what did it really impact?
Exactly. Yeah, if the Tigers and they're in the ALC championship round and they're down 0-3 or 3-0, and they went out of town in New York.
But the question also is if it's only, again, if it's 4 or 5 players on a 20-man dress list,
It depends on
who it is.
If you're telling
like
me
if
the captains
Markov is one of the guys, well then okay, that's a major issue.
Right. But if all of a sudden it's, Badu and a bunch of players that out for the Tigers, you're like, yeah, they probably weren't going to do much anyway.
Well, he'd be in Toledo, but yes, I get your point. Weird how that worked. 248-539-9797. I mean, David, you're old school. Is this really something, or is it nothing?
It's nothing. Look, I have no problem even if my team does it. Who doesn't wake up and think about breast? So of course you will go and you will twitch your breasts. The strip club. I mean, seriously.
Oh, if you don't pull
they
that.
are not winning the series. It's
Okay,
over.
so David,
Wow.
it's easier to say that, David. But I think if it were the team that you care about, you're going to get angry, you're going to get upset. David, it's the AFC Championship game, and you find out that Kenny Pickett the night before.
Not the same.
Why not?
The same. That's a one-and-done AFC title game. At 3-0, you've already said our season's over. You're not coming back from 3-0. That's the only separator. Every other example you gave, legitimate. If that happened in the NFL, I'd kill someone.
If one of my teammates,
well, I mean, it happened a couple. I mean, like the Cincinnati Bengal guy who got drunk and went missing. Right?
No. That was Stanley Steamroller or whatever his name was. He did a bunch of coke the night before.
Yes,
that's a little different. That was the
81, well, 82 Super Bowl. Yeah, because he was playing for the Bengals. It was here at the
Superdome. It was the John Taylor game.
Yeah,
that was 88.
Yeah, then you had it.
No, hold on. May have happened twice.
No, stop it.
Well, you had it with the Raiders player in Tampa Bay.
Right, but it was a Bengal. I believe it was in 82 that he just went missing, and they were like, well, where is he? And then they found out later he was all coked up in the room.
He was at the landing strip.
Oh, my.
No, he wasn't at the landing strip.
But yes, if you have if it's like, the Pistons and they're taking on, I don't know.
Look, Pistons Bucks, they fall down 0-3. If this happened and 2 players went out, how much of a furor is there? Because most of the fans are tuned out at 0-3 anyways.
If it's Beef Stew and Killian Hayes, nobody cares. If it's Kay Cunningham, people would be upset because then they would say,
so you're
a
saying
captain.
Who went matters.
Yes. Because if you're a captain, it matters. If it's Isaiah Liver, seriously, Killian Hayes, like the guy, are you really that upset?
Any other game, I'd be furious. If it was a 3-1 deficit, you can come back from 3-1. Coming back from 3-0 is a next to impossible deal, especially with the specific team they're playing. Tampa's not losing 4-0.
Right.
So I hesitate to go crazy about it. But I understand why Kenny is. Kenny's a traditionalist. Kenny is Mr. Hockey.
But I think a lot of people would feel the same way if your captains or your star players is out because you're feeling like they quit.
Well,
because fans don't ever want to think that their team quit on them and you quit on them.
Look, I'll give you an example. After, let me see now, this was 15 or 16. I forget. It's been so long since the Giants have been any good. They clinch a playoff berth. And the wide receivers, the entire position. Remember the boat picture?
Oh, yeah.
Odell Beckham and the boat crew. And, I mean, they spent all night in the clubs in Miami. I mean, it's like 6 a.m. and they're on a boat. I got news for you. They didn't get to the marina at 4 a.m. So that was the talk all week after they lost to Green Bay in the playoffs. Did that trip, did that day, a week before the game, play a role? Seriously.
I remember that.
So if that's a conversation, then I understand that this is too.
It will be for fans, Mike, because fans want players to be dialed in 24/7. You eat, sleep, and drink whatever sport that you play.
Well, look,
you have no fun, nothing.
James Harden lost to Game 7, was horrible. This is with Houston.
He caught flack for going to the strip club after Game 7.
Sure did.
So, yes, the conversation's legitimate. You've heard, like, after the Super Bowl, the team that loses, like, showed up to one of the Patriots celebration parties just to congratulate the guys. And people were like, well, why were you at the game? Why were you at the party? You should have been in your locker crying like I was at home. The fans take this passionate. If you lose, you're supposed to suffer. You're never supposed to quit. So is it something or is it nothing? And look, it's been a major story, and the Panthers denied it. And then the reporter basically reached out to all the strip clubs in the area, got the confirmation that the team
Hold up
was
that
there.
photo. This you?
Hey, no one's arguing it's not a good look.
Right.
I'm moving beyond that to asking about, is it actually something that really matters when you're down 3-0? No. You say no, David?
No.
Unless, I'll take, the caveat is, unless it's your captain, because, yeah, but I can't give that to you. I don't know the players. Nobody does.
If it's the captain of the team, then yes, because you're held to a higher standard.
248-539-9797. We'll get some of the people, get the ticket text. Rico, go ahead.
BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, unleashes the spirit of Las Vegas with a BetMGM rewards. Every time you make a wager, you can earn BetMGM rewards points that you can redeem for online bonus credits like free bets, risk-free tokens. If you're planning a trip to Vegas, you can also convert your points into MGM rewards points that can be used towards dining, shows, hotel rooms at over 20 MGM resort properties located on the Vegas Strip and nationwide. BetMGM Rewards is sports betting premier loyalty program featuring exclusive offers, incredible experiences, and valuable perks when you wager on the BetMGM app. Sign up now or log on today to get an even bigger piece of the action with BetMGM Rewards. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You got to be 21 years of age or older to wager. Michigan only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Thinking about selling your home? Have you outgrown your current home? Get the Z Guarantee. Call me, Mark Z.
The Sports Spotlight, delivered by Driveway.com.
After a rocky start, Boston hopes to close out May stronger than they started and climb back into the division race. It won't be easy with New York, Tampa, and Toronto all fighting for the top spot in the East.
Looking for a car? Go to Driveway.com, where you can get pre-qualified, buy a car, and get it delivered. Driveway.com. Car buying delivered on your terms and on your turf. Music Town is rocking again on the second floor of Hockey Town, powered by your Metro Detroit Ram truck dealers and featuring legendary musical experiences, interviews with the biggest stars in music, sports, and newsmakers. Log on now and experience MusicTownDetroit.com.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
My sweet cheeks feeling squeaky clean when Charmin's rolling behind the scenes. Charmin TP gives me those cheeky clean feels. That ultra strong hype is all for reals. Those TV rolls got me a Charmin clean truck. Yes, cheek to cheek feeling oh so shook.
Charmin Ultra Strong just cleans better. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Whether you're working from home, an office, or both, Staples has your tech.
A powerful PC that'll help me deliver the perfect presentation.
Staples has your tech.
How about wireless headphones so I'm not tied to my desk?
A second monitor that'll make multitasking manageable? Staples has you covered with tech solutions and accessories, from the latest laptops to networking solutions. And now, save up to $260 on select PCs. The latest tech solutions are at Staples. The working and learning store. Ends 5/28. In-store only. Limit 2 while supplies last.
At Progressive, you can get 24/7 protection, even if you break the space-time continuum.
We did it. We time traveled to yesterday. Wait, Progressive covers us 24/7, but we just created an 8-day week, and it's 24/7 coverage, not 24/8. We gotta go back.
Are you joking right now?
Shh, I'm calling them. Hi, I have a question about time travel.
Progressive offers more than a great price when you bundle home and auto. We offer round-the-clock protection, which literally means anytime. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers and subject to policy terms. Bundle discount not available in all states. situations.
Welcome to Total Wine and More.
I want something fun in the sun.
You'll love this tequila.
Wow, great price.
Find what you love what you find. At Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, 21.
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Thanks, David. Thanks for that advance warning. Listen, let me tell you about somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. Auto accident injury attorney David Femininio. He's handled nothing but auto injury cases his entire career. He will get results for you. He won't take a fee until you get paid. Get David, getpaid.com. It's David Femininio. You can get him anytime, 24/7, 855-65-CRASH. That's 855-65-CRASH.
Now, text or call the ticket using the same number. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
All right. David, ticket text, and we get to the callers. The Florida Panthers, they wanted some boobies down 3-0. How big of a story is it? My only thing is, if the series is tied at 0, it's a huge deal. 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3. The 3-0 is the one thing I get hung up on, where it's like, Florida, no, they've had their souls taken by Tampa. Tampa is like the Warriors. If I found out that like a couple dudes on the Mavericks went out to the booby bar down 3-0, I'd kind of just be like, well, they feel what we all feel. They're dead. They're not coming back on the Warriors. The Panthers aren't coming back on the Lightning. But that doesn't mean it's not a conversation. It doesn't mean that there's not a bad look to it, etc. I asked a different question. What does it actually mean? That's where I guess it means a whole lot. But I get it. The hockey elite has a right to be upset about it.
Yeah, I think if it's your team, you need to know. Like if it were Boston and you found out that it was Tatum at the strip club,
are we down 3-0?
You're down 3-0.
Now I wouldn't care because I'd be checked out.
You're down on South Beach. You're 3-0.
I'd be checked out.
You were checked out before the first game. So.
No, I'd be checked out. I wouldn't care. At 3-0, you've already told me.
Well, you told me how important the game 1 was. So.
Game 1 is very important. When you're down,
right, because nobody's ever come back from being down.
When you're down 3-0, you've already said we're losing the series. I've already stamped it.
3-0 depends. If it's the captain, then you're upset.
Yeah.
Higher standard.
My thing is, it's going to come out what players will. It's going to.
Yeah.
Today's day and age, there's no way that's not coming out.
Yeah, I'm shocked the photos aren't out.
Let's go to the David. What do you got ticket text wise? Then I'll get to the people.
Why not wait a night? It was Florida versus Florida series. It isn't like the Detroit players visiting a tropical location. It'll be there tomorrow.
What would you like me to say? It's a bad decision. There's no question.
Says the level of strip clubbing matters. If you tell me they went out, had a few, and ate a steak, no big deal. Or if they popped bottles and got on stage, that matters.
Well, it is Tampa, which is one of the elite strip club towns in America. That's why the Super Bowl is there. That's why there's a strip club right outside Raymond James Stadium.
Correct. Isn't this where Robert Kraft went?
No, that was Jupiter.
Oh.
That's in the middle of Florida. Yeah.
I think he was more of the strip mall type guy.
Right.
Happy Time massage parlor.
The noontime special.
Right.
Is Prince
Before 3 o'clock supper.
Prince Fielder still gets criticized for, I've got kids, man. Fans expect the players to only care about sports.
They do. If you find out that your team and your favorite player wasn't sobbing and crying or, you know what, sitting in the room holding a players-only meeting, giving the new Rockney speech, we can come back from this. We can do it. The Red Sox did it in baseball. We can do it in hockey. But fans want to know that your team is always trying to win games instead of like most people, yeah, we got no shot. We're we're just. Yeah.
I mean, tonight you've got pretty good odds of one of these teams not showing up. Either the Warriors don't give a damn about the sweep and they go, whatever, roll it out there, or the Mavs have already given up on their season. It's very rare you're going to see a 3-0 game in the NBA, and both teams, it's going to be a dogfight. So, like, you're going to openly see somebody probably not care tonight. I'm just giving you a comparative. Let's go to Kevin in Livonia. Kev, what's going on, buddy?
Gentlemen, how you doing?
Welcome, Kevin. Where are you at with this?
Well, I was going to give a little bit of a local, spin to this. And then, if you look at Michigan this last year, they're going into Georgia, a clear, favorite in that game. And what you hear Hutchinson and Ojabo go out to the titty bar, and they spend all night there, and they fall flat on their face in that game. I think that's going to rub a lot of fans the wrong way.
It will, but that's a one and done playoff game.
It's the same thing as hockey, though. It's one and done.
No, it's not. I think he's saying because you had no shot to beating Georgia anyway. Yeah, but see, I don't think that's fair because leading up to the game, many people, myself included, thought Michigan had a bit of a credible shot. I admit that. Yeah, you did because you were on a hot streak. You didn't want to listen to logic, but
care, right? Like it's not a big deal. I think it would matter though. Fans do care, and who is partying does matter. Whoever it is going to be in the doghouse, no matter who it is. But they might get out a little earlier than some other people. Even Michael was, at the casino and he got busted for it. Whether it was right or wrong. So, like I said, I think people are held accountable, and they should be.
Yeah, Kev, listen, I understand your point about the single elimination, but I continue to highlight this. When you are down 3-0 in a series, everybody's good. Do you know what happens for most fans when the team's down 3-0? They don't watch games. Oh, I'm sure some of you nutcases will be like, well, I do, and I'm in my lucky underpants.
You go for the first quarter or the first period.
Right, but a lot of fans,
with your fingers crossed and hoping,
right,
well, you're on life support. Maybe we can get this, and then you start making, okay, if we could just win this game, win this quarter, win this period.
Like, I get spiteful. Like, even the other night. Like, I was so angry at the Celtics from what they did Saturday night to fall down 2-1 in that series. I mean, coming home, you steal a game in Miami, and you go out and embarrass yourself on your home floor. I was angry last night, because then they came out and played amazing last night. They were incredible. And all I kept thinking is, you SOBs, if you did 60% of this on Saturday night, you win, and this series is over. So I get spiteful. If the Celtics were down 3-0 to the Heat right now, I promise you, my right hand to God, I wouldn't watch Game 4.
Yeah, but you're different, Mike.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's the answer for everything, David. Mike's different.
Not for everything, but for this it is. It's not the answer for 2 + 2. My feelings are valid.
No. Come on,
Mike. You do. Your passion is if your teams don't win at all, they're garbage and they're dead to you.
With rare exception.
Okay, so yeah. So once again, George different. Where other people will be disappointed. You're blatantly angry because your team blew out a team last night.
No, like the Islanders last year were a really good story, right? They took a big step forward. Forget about the COVID bubble stuff. They took a big step, made a really nice run, and they fell short to the Stanley Cup champion. No anger, no animus, cool.
Right.
Or let's say the Pistons go out.
You're right. For teams that you have no expectation, you can enjoy the ride.
You can.
You enjoyed the ride for MSU this year.
But
you had no expectation.
I had more fun with MSU football this year than any year since that Rose Bowl.
The Giants and the Celtics.
Oh, yeah, no.
And the Yankees.
I will always go back to it.
If they're not hoisting a trophy at the end of the year,
no,
hot garbage.
I will always go back to it.
Leading the league in home runs.
Doesn't matter.
He stinks.
As Robert Tepper once said, there is no easy way out. When you have established yourself as a contender,
right,
it's go time. So, yeah, anything short of the Celtics making the NBA Finals, failure. They've been to, great example. They've been now to 4 Eastern Conference Finals in 6 years. You may want to win one of them. So, yeah. But when you're down 3-0, I'm out. You can do what Chuck and Ernie and Shaq do with the boat and the gone fishing thing. You can create the graphic of me.
1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Yeah, I'm out. Cabo.
Right, Mavericks fans don't believe their team is coming back from 3-0.
Right, so would it matter if Reggie Bullock and Maxie Kleber went to the booby bar?
Doesn't matter.
I don't know. I'm just trying to use different examples because Kenny is so hardcore.
It wouldn't, but if you found out Luka did, you're like, oh, you know what? I knew something was wrong with his game.
Didn't the picture surface? Was that really him having a beer?
I was just about to bring that up before game 1.
It was, but then they said it wasn't the morning before. It was another
when
day.
They arrived.
Right.
But
it was like in the evening. Yeah. But people said, no, it was at 9 o'clock in the morning. And they were like, it wasn't at 9 in the morning. It was the night before. He was at dinner. He's an adult.
Right. See,
he's of age.
Right. I don't care about that.
Right. But no, people got angry when he was drunk before the game. Actually, he wasn't.
You know, I've heard adults can have one beer and be just fine. Maybe I'm crazy.
I hope he had more than one. Just enjoy yourself.
But fans want to think that their players, their team,
care as much as they do.
More.
You know what the reality is?
They don't.
Exactly. Hey, it's time for us to tell you about Michigan's #1 spot for wings, Detroit Wing Company. If you haven't been there, then you're just not living life correctly. 20 sauces made in-house, including the grandest of grand, the dry rub, the habanero ranch. It's unbelievable. Pair up your wings with one of the sides. And again, they win all the awards. Detroit Wing Company, Best in Michigan by Esquire, Men's Health, Our Detroit, Channel 4. They got nearly 20 stores and counting. Visit DetroitWingco.com. Find a location near you. Order in store, online, DoorDash, Carrier Pigeon, you name it, they got it. DetroitWingCompany.com. That's DetroitWingco.com.
You dead?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I forgot to call you back.
Oh, no worries. I figured it out. I just went to the post office and asked them.
Okay.
And they told me, now I'm getting flea and tick stuff.
Okay.
I'm probably never going to be able to turn onto Union Lake Road. I think the cats need a treat. They need something to play with. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Are you going to be home before midnight?
Yes, I will be home by 5 o'clock.
Okay, cool. I looked at plans and I talked to a lady and she was very knowledgeable about plans, so I have a better idea of, what to do. Coastal Leash.
I'm very excited.
Bo would love to go out on the leash, wouldn't he?
No, he'd be fighting it, trying to get away from it.
No, he didn't before.
Yeah, he did. Remember? He got out of that harness that we had him in. He kept trying to.
What about a catnip mice? $3.98. There's 2 of them.
Give it a try.
Okay, that's all I'll get.
Puddin' will.
Because that flea and tick stuff is going to be $1 million.
Puddin' will lay on top of both of them. Will not let.
I know. I'm just, but Puddin', she can't handle her nip.
It's true.
She just can't handle it.
That's true.
We'll give her one anyway. See what she does.
Okay.
Here's one that's $1.97. I'm looking in the clearance bin.
I'm very excited.
Why? Because your stuff came?
No. That you're out and about.
Oh, thanks. It's just, one of those things.
Well, it makes me happy.
Oh, they have it in a case.
Okay.
I should get a name tag for Boo, shouldn't I?
If you'd like.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't even think they have the machine anymore. I don't see it. Okay, babe. Gotta go.
Get one for
Gotta
pudding.
run.
Get one for pudding too that says "If found, keep."
Yeah. If found, please do not return.
Yeah.
No. Especially after nip.
All right, dear.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You ain't that. And that's really where it begins and ends. But not in today's society. Oh, no. Think about it. It's what we do. You're excited for October 8th. Why? A&M and Alabama. Oh, yeah. Two coaches who don't do anything on the field were sniping at each other. But in theory, they have nothing to do with it. But they'll call the play. But see, that story again, too. It's like, I didn't need Saban to apologize. We've just reached a point in time where, like, we create these stories. And it's like, well, what am I actually upset about? Like, yeah, the Florida Panthers thing, think about it. If anything with Saban and Jimbo, it's what everybody always wants. Right. Coaches just talk to us and not give us coach speak. Tell us how you really feel. And they did. They did. And we, oh my God, did you hear what he said? Felt the need to apologize. Right, because it was one of those, you can't say that. Oh, I'm sorry, you know, I should have kept this generic and just gone Nick Bot. Well, it's the John Bot. Get it right. Well, I mean, you know, Nick Saban Bot, I guess. I think Mike Brady is John Bot. Well, he goes back into hibernation until they play Stadium. Oh, can you imagine John Bott after this year, you know, doing games for Michigan? We're going to have all new material. Why do you think I'm so excited for college football? We're going to be rolling on Doug and John's broadcast. We are going to have so much material. Don't worry. Matt in Oak Park. What's up, Matty?
How we doing, fellas?
Good, Matt. What's up?
So I got to disagree with you guys on this. I think it is 100% something. You got to look at it as, hey, 4 nights in October never happens if the Red Sox go out to the clubs until 3 a.m. the night before, throwing dollars at strippers. know, I think you got to stay locked in. You got to be a competitor. And hey, you're paid millions of dollars to go out there and perform and not go out the night before.
Fair point.
And go out right after you.
I don't argue the optics of it, Matt, and I have no issue with you saying, listen, these guys make too much money, they got to be better. I was just asking a question that no one really is asking, which is, what is the actual impact of it all?
It doesn't, but I do think, like Matt said, the Boston Red Sox will be the ultimate. They didn't give up, so it can be done.
Congrats on the anecdotal example.
And I think, you know, and I don't mean to speak for Matt, but most people would say, if you paid me millions of dollars, I would be so locked in and dialed into this game, I wouldn't deviate from the plan. Yeah, but they want that lifestyle.
Look,
exactly. And the thing is if I'm the GM, I'm not paying you to go out the night before. I'm paying you to wait one more night, go out, give it your all, and then hey, you got all off season to do whatever you want.
Matt, I'm not arguing. Again, I think we're talking two different things. You're arguing the optics of it. It doesn't look good. I get it. But the problem I have, and honestly, it's after 18 years of doing this, if there's one thing I could ban from the discourse of doing radio, it is the anecdotal argument. There is possibly nothing.
If you take that away, Mike, you might as well take away sports radio.
No, because the anecdotes, it's so annoying. You find one example in one sport from 100 years, and that's like what you want to rely upon. It's so annoying. I hate that. Why do we have to do that?
I think at the end of the day, the issue that I have here is
everybody.
This is what they were doing after Game 3. They didn't stand a chance mentally to play the series in the first place. They weren't mentally ready Game 1 if this is what they're doing.
Okay, but Kenny, when you're down 0-3, I don't think any of it matters.
Time is at 4:39, so we gotta wait till 5:50 for 3.
And people will always find that one example, Mike. You never give up because
let's wait until
when the Baltimore Ravens gave up on the Lions and Tucker's
Yeah, I can. I'd say screw it. Let's punch out.
It is.
That's good.
It is. I don't have a problem. But I also,
First job.
when I saw it, I go, well, that was bad. But I also said it had no impact on the series. None.
You know what, me personally, I have an issue with it because I just want Tampa to lose. And the more tread you can put on their tires, they're going to push it to a 5 or 6 or 7 game series.
You know the reality? This all could have been done. Toronto was up 3-2. Yes.
Wasn't the D.
Had this thing, and they blew it. It never should be here.
Scouting list.
There. Now you're going to put me in check.
Game 7 was exciting.
Why don't we talk about
Lamp
Kadri's
fear.
performance last night? Okay.
That sounds right.
See, Kenny actually thought the microphone was going his way.
I was like, ooh, we get to talk Nazem Kadri.
No, we don't. But not if we want to have jobs. We're going to David, 97.
Last job? Last job, the one that we had to go meet with Burr.
This was a good thing. The captain's sitting in the locker room after Game 3. He's looking around. Everybody's got the boat face. Everybody's doing
Yeah, Grand River, the one Nick had us go to.
He closes the locker room to everybody else.
14-4-32.
We're going to the booby
No,
bar.
wait, don't punch us out yet. Let's wait and see if we can
We're having fun.
wait till we
We're
get
gonna be a
through
team
this
in the next one.
traffic jam.
All right, so just so we're clear, David, here's the one problem. You're creating a movie script here. Like, if that's actually what happened, it's interesting, but you're creating a storyline that I have no idea if it's true.
I'm not saying that happened. I'm saying that's the only way it's acceptable behavior. The captain makes the call.
Yeah, because David, in your world, imagine if they come back and they win 4-3.
Oh, it never happened.
And it was all because of the trip. Right. Yeah.
Well,
When
when
Kenny
you have
say
nothing
that,
to lose, you have nothing to lose. Roll the dice.
Kenny's enjoying this.
I love the boobies morale booster situation.
yeah, you know what? You just start the season off and the stripper drops the puck to start the season.
Like, I don't know if that works in any way, shape, or form in a business standpoint. Like, can you imagine? Fellas, we had a rough week of shows. We're all just, let's go decompress. It doesn't work that way.
He doesn't wake up and think about breast.
You knew Roberto was saving that from earlier in the show. Breasts. It never matters. It's a coincidence, right? You know what it's the equivalent of? Wearing your lucky jersey or sweatshirt or hat to a game. So if all of a sudden, hey guys, let's go to fast food joint and just go get something to eat and sit in our cars, and you win the next day, guess what? Now everybody has to do that before the game because that's the thing that got us to winning.
What are you, 12? That's the hockey player superstitious mentality, though. They would be going back to that same strip club tonight if that's what happened.
They would, and now that's the thing. And now more players are showing up, and more players are showing up if they would have won.
Do you want to offer your breaking news?
No, you've insulted.
All right, well then I'll tell you. David, take a text and I'll handle some business.
Says, I wish the Tigers were going to the strip club. Then we know why they would suck. Oh, man. Someone says, thanks for the information, guys. Tampa strip clubs. Noted.
Well, I mean, it's legendary. The Tiger thing, I don't even want to get started. Last night was another just prime.
You know what? Don't. Let me give you a rumor. That's
it just sucks during rush hour.
In the NBA. It's not breaking news yet. This is for the day that
It sucks during rush hour.
In Seattle and Las Vegas, looks like the NBA is expected to announce 2 new expansion teams in 2024. Vegas
when the media rights deal.
Yeah, when the media rights deal expires in 2024.
Listen, I know people, you're getting so sentimental. It's ridiculous the Supersonics don't exist.
Agreed.
Seattle loved that team. They had no business leaving. That was a total cash grab.
They played the whole, we're not building you anything new. Okay, well, we'll leave. And they left.
It never should have been allowed. That's all I'll say. Seattle has a rich basketball history. That is one, it's like the Quebec Nordiques. It never should have happened.
Who owns the rights to that logo? They do.
They do.
Yes.
Just like the Hartford Browns, Hartford Whalers. They still, now, they're never getting a team again. Who are we kidding? They own the rights to the Whale Tail W.
And then Vegas would be the other team, which may mean that Memphis comes to the East.
Yeah, I like that. And again, Vegas is proving itself to be a viable sports town. The hockey thing has worked. The NFL, you knew would work. It's an event-based deal.
And then if it works, maybe there'll be a team in London.
This is where it'll be a little bit more of a challenge now. You bring in a basketball team. Look, the Golden Knights got off to immediate success. People bought in. You bring an expansion basketball team there, I would just advise you, have a few 12-win seasons. You won't be able to give those tickets away like 99-cent shrimp cocktail.
Oh, and David, this is for you. 18 years ago today, you know what happened?
Yeah, I believe I saw
David and his first kid.
Deshaun Prince,
block shot.
Reggie Miller. Greatest night ever.
Yeah, what was the final score of that game?
It doesn't matter. We won.
No, what was the final score of that game?
Doesn't matter. We won.
I want to know the final score.
Doesn't matter.
Tell me the final score.
More points than the Celtics had.
Just tell me the final score, and then I'll take care of business. I'm just curious.
67 points to 60.
I think it was a 69, 67.
Yeah, I think so.
Both of those teams should have been thrown out of the league.
We won a championship.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
Mike, you're right. That was the night David had his first kid. That had to be it, right?
That was it.
Win's a win.
Okay. Hey, spring's here. Time to upgrade your ride to a new Buick or GMC from Moran. Upgrade that new car online. Couldn't be any easier with the Express Store from Moran Buick GMC. They let you search the inventory, find the vehicle you want, and then you're headed to Moran Buick GMC to pick up your new car curbside. You don't see what you want, no problem. Have Moran special order. They can configure the car any way you want. MoranExpress.com for Moran Buick GMC, where you always get the best price, period. Go see John O'Reilly Kujic on Telegraph, just north of Eureka and Taylor. And again, upgrade that ride quick and easy. MoranExpress.com for Moran Buick GMC. Experience the new Buick.
This Odyssey.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Jeff Glover and Associates.
This is Jim Rome with an Odyssey Sports Minute. There is so much in Alan Shipnuck's book about Phil Mickelson that when we talked last week, we barely scratched the surface, and we never really got into Philip's incredible weirdness when it came to his longtime caddy, Bones McKay. Part of the reason McKay left Mickelson was the fact that he was not being paid. According to that reporting, at one
I don't
point,
know.
he owed him
We're just not moving.
$900,000. I'm Jim Rome.
Just really slow.
Get your vehicle
grinds when you slow down or just isn't stopping like it used to, you may need new brake rotors and pads. Now through May 24th at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get 15% off a set of Brake Best Select or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors. Restore safe braking and save money now at O'Reilly Auto Parts or order online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Summer is here, and so are the savings this Memorial Day at Lowe's. Protect your soil from the heat with our Scott's Naturescapes mulch. Get 5 bags for just $10. And get your harvest going with our 3 for $12 Select Bonnie 19.3-ounce vegetables and herbs. The savings are heating up this Memorial Day exclusively at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Mulch offer Lowe's.com, quantity limited to 25 units per item per transaction. Bonnie offer in store only. Actual plant size and selection varies by location.
Go yard all summer long with $5 Dinger Tuesdays on FanDuel Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Detroit Tigers. This season, all customers will get $5 for every home run hit by both teams when you place a $25 to hit a home run wager on Tuesday MLB games. And the best part about Dinger Tuesdays is even if your bet loses, FanDuel will pay you $5 for every home run. So Tiger fans, what are you waiting for? Pick your home run hitter and turn big swings into big wins. There's no better place to bet America's pastime than on America's #1 sportsbook. Head over to your FanDuel account and download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up using the promo code DOUG. That's promo code DOUG. Must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Maximum bonus $25. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117.
453.
Confidential help. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket.
Hi, I'm Doug Manns with Manns
Okay.
Lumber and Millwork. Manns Lumber and Millwork has been a family-operated business since 1900. We pride ourselves on delivering the best and most reliable materials in the business. We were the first Trex dealer in Michigan and now very proud to be the #1 selling Trex dealer in the Midwest. If you want to build or replace your deck this year, schedule an appointment with the best Trex installers in the business. Just click on manslumber.com. Manns Lumber and Millwork, proud to be the first and best Trex dealer in Michigan.
Get the latest sports news and inside information about Michigan and Michigan State on the 5 Star Zone with Rico Beard. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Well, I tell you, we just had a spirited debate here. I mean, it's not one we're going to do on the air, but like, you can laugh, okay, 18 years ago, the guaranteed and the Tayshaun block, just straight up. That's not basketball. It wasn't basketball then, it's not basketball now. No, well, those games were horrendous to watch. And I said I'd rather see a defensive struggle or a blowout. I'd rather see a defensive struggle. I'll take it. Because at least somebody's scoring. See, to me, if you don't reach 90 points, you should have to play until you do. No, because at least every possession counts. In a blowout, it's just turn the clock off. They should have kept us. Turn the machines back on. They should have kept them out there until they scored 90. In a blowout, the only thing you care about now is your bet going to cover. Can your prop bet still win? You know what I cared about when those Pistons games were going on? When it ended. Every possession counts, and the defense is right. Look, like I said, we're not going on the air with we have much better things to talk about, but it is just, basketball is meant to be an offensive game. It's just, you cannot justify. David, give me the score of the guaranteed game. Wasn't it 73-67?
So I was looking at the Lakers Pistons series to tell you that the Pistons can score offense.
Oh, no, they did. They did. I'm saying, when you go through, there were certain games. It was this trench warfare. Not basketball. That's okay. It's called defense, Mike. You're allowed to play. Lucas should try doing it. Look, I'll give you an example. Michigan State's Big Ten title game against
Yes. Say it's time.
Oh, it counts. I'll just use that. This guy doesn't want to listen to it. But if you don't score, earlier it is. Life's just different. Well, you know. Yeah, you are. Different is not bad. This guy doesn't want to listen to it. Different is, and you've said it, your teams, for those three teams, if you don't win, they're dead. They need to win a title at all times.
Total job scouted.
No, that was good basketball. Good defensive. Defense is part of the game. Hey, you like the Holiday Inn? You got a Bible in your desk? Don't let it swear on it that was good basketball. Oh, I will. Defense is a part of basketball. A part. They showed it and dominated the league and won a championship. It was enjoyable. It was like the Knicks in the 90s. They slowed the game down. And you know what's funny about the Knicks in the 90s and the 04 Pistons? Everybody hated the Knicks because they ruined the watchability of the game. If you're a Knicks fan, you love them, and if you're a Pistons fan, you love them. And the title counts, and it's yours. As Mason and Oakley, you should have won 2 titles. You should have. Who didn't like Mason and Oakley? Planet Earth. Come on, man. Outside of Spike Lee, everyone hated those teams. Charlie Ward at the point guard. Man, I enjoyed it. LJ, Larry Johnson. I enjoyed it. You were fine. Larry Johnson hits the 3 and puts the LJ up. 14. When I'm talking about the 4-point line. 14, Mike. I enjoyed it. 2 kids already. The Pistons hadn't done the block yet, so no. I can't do it. I can't. It's like the Ravens in 2000. It was not football. It was horrendous. That was Ray Lewis. He shouldn't have been on the field. And when he had a safety named Sharp or something. Well, no, that was after the game. Oh, you're right. Yeah. It was after. But you know what? I should have just went home. I can say something, but it'll only get me in trouble. All right, Kenny, we'll get to your image. Give me the unreleased Rangers track. Everyone deserves this. I love this. I can't believe he almost used this as a real song. That's not being proper. That's why. Go after yourself. Can I slow down now? To honor. I'm sorry, man. Sorry about the limo. It's the pick of the day, brought to you by the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit. We've got Kenny and Haynes Rangers tonight. BetMGM total 5.5. Yeah, I want to spice this up for you. That's not being done. That's why we bet. Overs. Let's slow down. To honor. Well, they dropped that total down to 5.5. She'll follow. Oh, mind the flames over. Y'all let's listen here. Hit the 5.5. Take the over. Brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. Download the BetMGM app and turn game days into paydays. Please bet responsibly. Hi, this is Bill. And Tim. Spring is here, and buying a car sure has changed. No more walking the lot to find the color you want. No more kicking tires. No more high-pressure negotiating. That's all changed. Custom ordering your new vehicle is now easier and quicker than ever. And you'll get the exact vehicle that you want. During the Ram Make the Switch event, get the John Jansen deal on a new 2022 Ram Bighorn starting at only $299 a month. Visit us online at SouthfieldChrysler.com. And remember, all roads and all towns in Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at 11.5 at Telegraph.
In a perfect world, everyone would be a perfect driver.
Hands at 9 and 3, everyone.
9 and 3. Everyone would follow all the rules. Please, go ahead and merge. death in a crash by 45% in a car and by 60% in a pickup truck. So until we find a perfect world to drive in, make our imperfect world safer by buckling up. A message from the Michigan Office of Highway Safety Planning.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Call Hall first to get started on your 5-star certified pre-approval right now. And we created the 5-star certified pre-approval with one goal in mind, to get your offer accepted. And we're available 7 days a week to do all the hard work for you. Before you even start looking for a new home, call Michigan's most trusted mortgage company, 866-CALL-HALL, or go to callhallfirst.com.
Hall Financial, equal housing lender, NMLS number 1467435.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Michael Purr of National Benefit Plans. Call 877-734-2200.
He was the heart of your family, and he taught you our history. He helped you fix your first flat. He was the best backyard DJ around, and every time he'd tell a story, he'd own the room. But now more than ever, he may feel alone. Today, older adults and their loved ones are struggling to connect in a time when connection has never been more important. But there is something we can do. Embrace our older loved ones through StoryCorps Connect. With StoryCorps Connect, you can honor seniors remotely with an interview about their life. Every interview will be archived at the Library of Congress, becoming part of American history, so that years from now, future generations can listen in.
All right, Grandpa. What's one piece of advice you have for me?
Just 3 words, sweetheart. Live with courage. The man that had the best stories still has plenty of stories to tell. So connect virtually and share the conversation of a lifetime at StoryCorpsConnect.org/AARP. Connect, honor, share. StoryCorps Connect. A message from AARP, StoryCorps, and the Ad Council.
All your favorite hip-hop jams from the last decade, featuring songs from Drake, Kanye, Post Malone, and more. Search for 2010s hip-hop on the Odyssey app to listen.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station.
Who needs a captain when you've got an admiral? Admiral Nelson Premium Spiced Rum is the perfect drink for the broke, degenerate swashbuckler. A gold rum with a bold taste, carefully blended with savory spices and smooth enough to forget about your miserable life as you watch tonight's hockey action. Winner of the 1985 Off-Brand Spirit Awards. You're already at rock bottom, so check the bottom shelf for Admiral Nelson Premium Spice Rum, the official drink of First Mate Kenneth Cott.
I'm usually pretty right about